Well,
Yeah, started. Yeah, regardless, we just started anyway. Yeah.
I might say you got the Queensberry versus Matchroom 5-on-5. Before we break down the actual fights, just what's your take on the idea of it, and do you think more promoters should start doing this type of stuff?
Yeah, definitely, man. Everybody look like everybody's starting to pick it up. At least the Saudi Arabia is, you know what I mean. Turkey at least said he interested in doing like the U.S. versus Mexico. That's been going around lately. So I definitely like the idea. It's something different, man. Something new. They putting top guys against each other, at least in their divisions. You know what I mean? They all not title fights, but it's top guys in the division against each other. Uh, Besides, what's his name? Bivol, but I think he's still a top contender in the division.
Yeah, yeah, the
So
replacement. Where the how you feel about the Raymond Ford Nick Ball fight? Actually, a lot of people picking Nick Ball to win that. Raymond Ford said that after his last one, that 126 was hard to make. You think he taking a risk, even taking another fight at 126, being known that he said after his last performance that the reason that the fight went that way is because he felt like he didn't have his legs under him.
uh that's definitely a risk because now you about to risk your title again. But if he just going up anyway after this fight, he probably like fuck it. I had the belt already. But I mean, Nick Ball is not an easy fight, so it is gonna be a tough task, and it's against a guy that's gonna apply constant pressure all night long. So I mean, he do got a box, but we seen what Ray did in the last fight. He had another guy who applied constant pressure, but he dug through that fire, and you know what I mean, and got that dub when it really mattered. So I'm still taking Ray for the dub, but I would not be surprised. We got a little dark in there for a minute for him.
Or you got Daniel Dubois versus Philip Hergovich. I feel like on paper that's probably the most even fight, maybe out of that 5-on-5. I'm definitely favor Philip Hergovich, but Dubois got real power, so he can end it at any moment. I
Right.
thought he looked good his last fight, mind you. It was against Big Baby Miller, so not the best opponent. I understand that, but I don't really know who I got in this one just yet. Like I said, if they was about to fight in 30 seconds, I'd probably go Philip Herkovich. Like I said, if the bell was about to ring in 30 seconds and I had to make a pick, probably go Philip. But as of right now, I don't really have a decisive winner on that one. Who you leaning in that matchup?
I don't know, man.
And do you feel like that's the most 50-50 take?
I do think that's a really close fight. I was actually leaning Dubai for a minute. I feel like he got a lot of experience, man. He done fought some really good guys. Philip have two, but has he fought? Did he fight Usyk? I don't think he fought a Usyk, right? Because they talking
No,
about
no, no.
yeah, I about to say they talking about he might get his IBF belt. This fight should well it was supposed to be after they
Yeah, we
vacate.
could talk about that too. I'm glad you brought that up.
Right,
IBF
yeah,
tripping on Usyk.
yeah, they tripping on Usyk, but I mean, I do like that fight. I was actually leaning Duval, like I said. I think his experience might show. But again, I thought that was going to happen in the Frank Sanchez fight, and that was a complete opposite. So, I mean, Hergovich a dog
Yeah.
too. I fuck with Hergovich.
Where Herkovich, another thing Daniel Dubois got going for him is he's been active. Herkovich's been kind of not waiting, but kind of he's been looking for a big fight, and deservingly so, because he deserved a big fight. So that's why he's been waiting for he ain't just want to take any fight. But I feel like Daniel Dubois, the fact that he been active, probably fought 3-4 times the last year, that might help him in this
Mm-hmm.
fight. Just that already going to be fun. But like I said, I'm still favoring Philip Herkovich. You got Wilder and Zane.
So we can split
That's
that
a
one. What's
fight.
that? Who Dubois? He moved Matchroom, right?
That's a good question. I'm gonna pull this picture up for you right now.
I think he is.
Yeah, I want to say you could throw that third screen up too if you want.
Yeah,
Can you do that at the same time?
I think so. Yep.
Yeah, because Queensberry is what's Queensberry? That's Eddie Hearn, right? Or is he
Queensberry is Frank
Matchroom?
Warren. Yeah, it's Frank. Yeah, Matchroom Eddie Hearn.
Oh, all right, cool. Oh, all right, so that means Matchroom is Raymond Ford, uh,
All right.
Deontay Wilder, Philip Herkovich, Oh yeah, I got Team Metrum definitely getting his dubs out here. I like Team Metrum for sure. And they got the up and coming middleweight. I forgot his name. Who fighting that day too.
Oh,
He up and coming middleweight. Damn man, I forgot his name.
here go the thing
I'm
right
looking,
here.
I'm looking bad. Amo Williams.
Oh yeah, yep. So we know Wilder Zhang. So this before them.
Yeah. Well, definitely. I ain't gonna lie. If I'm not mistaken,
The
B
left.
Ball gonna get the win for sure. So I see 1-4
Okay, so okay, let's start from the bottom up. So we know Bivol. We both picking Bivol, right?
for sure.
Second one, I'm
Easy.
picking Dubois. You taking Hergovich?
That's so hard. I know why you picking Dubois too. That's crazy. You said, "Fuck it, I'm going for it."
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I'm gonna go Herkovich, bro.
Fuck it. We split that one. Willie Hutchinson, Craig Richards. I need to see some more. You know how we do it. We post highlights around this bitch. We'll do that later on.
Where,
And then so next up, we know how Ammo Williams go. I like
yeah,
Ammo.
I honestly don't. I don't know. I never seen the other guy fight, so I'm gotta pick Ammo off that alone.
That's I got to. We might have to throw him on too. And then
Uh,
we kind of spoke on Nick Ball, Raymond Ford. That's a tough one. I feel like we both picking Raymond Ford.
no, for sure. After that last fight, it's hard to pick probably anybody at 126 to beat him. Honestly, just because he already been a boxer, he already was known as like a defensively sound type of guy. Good feet, good jab, fast. Got the twitchy stuff. Well, we just ain't know like how he would react on the inside, or if the fight got tough, or if he had to throw that boxing stuff away. And he showed that he could box going backwards and going forwards. So it's gonna be hard to pick against him.
Yeah, man. Then we got the main event here. You see their stats, and you see the tail of the tape, a brief tail of the tape here with the records on there. But yeah, man, this the main event after the Bivol better be postponement again. Goddamn. Um, but yeah, man, I want Deontay to win, man. I really do, man. If he don't win this, hang him up.
Or talk about what you feel should happen if you do win, and what should happen with Zhang. If you Zhang and you get the win, what you looking for?
I'm looking for another big fight automatically. I need shit. A Usyk or I need a motherfucking AJ. I
Or
need
and like
yeah,
and we already know who's next for Wilder. If you win, they saying Jared Anderson. So
right, yeah, which is still crazy that even came about. But
or it's like I said, it's gonna be a crazy turnaround to even get that fight. Even if he was not come out in one round, still a crazy tournament.
it's still 1 month turnaround, man, is outrageous. That's crazy for any fighter. This is not the 70s. So it's
Or
like
talk the like I said, Turkey Ali Sheik. He was talking about the American versus Mexican type of thing. I seen Caleb playing versus Munguia as an idea. I seen Boy Steph versus Louis Neri. A couple more matchups. I seen Crawford versus Canelo was one of the matchups. That five would be crazy, crazy five.
I'm about to see if I can bring it up here.
Yeah, it's right there. Go download to the Turkey Ali Sheik one. Either way, they both.
Shit, right here.
Where the muffs at?
Crawford, Munguia, Steve. One more, right?
Yeah,
There's two more, 3 fights.
yeah. Those are just the three that they had. They ain't match all five, but those was the three that they had off the top. Was the Louis Neri Boy Steph at 126, and
Yeah,
then you had Canelo versus Bud, and then you had Caleb versus Munguia. Who would you favor in those three fights?
Yeah, man. Regardless, man, I think is this it? No, basically, you said give me a fight one more time. Shit.
They had Bud and Canelo as one of them. They had Lewis Neri and Cool Boy Stuff as one of them. Because, Lewis Neri said he going up to 26.
Mm-hmm.
And they had Caleb Plant and Jamie Munguia as another one.
Yeah, man. I like Caleb Plant to win a Munguia. I got Cool Boy and Lewis Neri. That's a good fight though. I like Lewis Neri, especially after the anyway fight. Even though he got stopped, he showed he got some power. And before that fight, I mean, he was the guy. I mean, before he lost to Brandon Figueroa, he was really the guy at 22. So, I mean, I feel like he's still a good fighter, obviously. So I'm still picking Cool Boy just based off skill level. And then Canelo Terrence, man, that's always the fight. It's just like, man,
That's
Canelo a big motherfucker, man.
Where it's like, that's just too. Is it asking for too much to even send Canelo? I mean, send Bud to 168. Like Bud think he could do it, so I can't say it's asking too much, but is it asking too much for that? Because at this point, ain't nothing really left for him. Bud and Usyk is at the point where it really ain't nothing left for y'all to do but lose. Like, if y'all both retire right here, if they both was to retire, your legacy will be as great as it ever can be. It's nothing left to do but lose now. Like, so it's like,
pretty much. Yeah, or test your limits at a new weight class. That's really it. So that's what Bud trying to do. I mean, if we speaking realistically, it may be too much for Bud. Just as far as the weight class, Canelo a big guy, man, punching. But do I want Bud to win? And do I think it's possible? Absolutely.
but you would favor Canelo is what you
I
say.
would favor Canelo. Absolutely. I see. I didn't give you a clear answer.
Yeah, I'm about to say that sound like you favor Canelo though. I was about to say
I'm favoring Canelo, but I do think it's possible, man. I do think Bud can pull it off.
talk about the Caleb and Jamie joint, because I ain't gonna lie, you pick Caleb kind of fast. So mind you, I'm gonna be rooting for Caleb. That's who I want to win, and that's what I might lean with. But that back half, man, I don't know. Jamie might be good enough where he might can catch up. He might actually be good enough. Somebody like a Berlanga, I don't think he's good enough. I think that he will be catching up to Plant, but he still will lose a close fight. Gill might be. He might have a pace to be good enough to eventually catch up to him. That don't mean stop him, but eventually catch up to him and win the fight by a close decision. Because Caleb gonna start off on fire. You know how it go. You know how the first 5 rounds gonna go. He's gonna start off 3-1, 4-1, something like that. That's how when his energy up there, he's a master boxer in the first 4 or 5 rounds.
No, definitely, yeah. And then again, like you said, McGee not gonna get tired. We seen that with Canelo. He got dropped and everything, kept coming the whole entire time. So I definitely think he gonna keep coming. The pace is gonna be a little difficult. That's gonna be the test. How we see Caleb in them later rounds, just to see if he able to keep up with Jamie, because Jamie gonna be ready to come at all times. So
yeah, because it's like one of the. Remember when I said Caleb basically got to understand that he gonna win these big fights. Not really depending on what happened through 1 through 6 is gonna be really because of what you did through 7 through 12. So do you think Caleb is going to do what he got to do from 7 to 12 to get that victory?
he ain't gonna have no motherfucking choice, shit. Because Jamie gonna be in his face the whole time. He gonna have to really pull it out and really go through the fire and get that win. Because I don't want to see him do what he did versus David Benavidez, where he caught himself just grabbing him a lot of the times in them later rounds, and kind of hugging him. And, it actually became a problem. Like they was actually saying something to him about that shit. So I don't want him to get to that point where the pace is being too much, and now you tired in them later rounds, and so I'm hoping he can just pull it off and really dig deep and get that win, man. If it happened, I don't know how real this card is, but
no facts. I'm trying to think of another USA. What's another USA Mexican? Do your own matchup.
They had
the other two fights
on there, man.
Pitbull and shit. Oh, there we go. That's 4.
Yeah, they had Pitbull and Shakur on there, and then
I
there was
think,
Lewis Neary, Schoolboy.
Because you say it all the time. You feel like Pitbull is a tough fight for anybody, no matter the level they at, just because the type of style and aggressive that he brings to the table. I definitely will want to see how that fight looks. See if Shakur make that easier than expected. That'd be a very impressive win if he can win it easy.
Yeah, a
Uh,
hell of a win if he make that easy.
yeah, word.
But
Then
we
give me
had
one more. You gotta do 5.
somebody else point out though. I did see somebody on Twitter, I think, point out though, like, you know, if shit do get tough, obviously the game plan is to box. And we seen a guy box with Pitbull, I think the fight before last. And you know, people were saying Pitbull didn't look that hot. You know what I mean? This guy was actually landing some shots and moving around the ring.
Yeah, some
So
people actually thought he lost.
see what I'm saying? So that's what I mean. So with Shakur Style, who is probably, well, not probably, a lot more elusive and defensively sound, and you know, bro, I don't know, man. It could be a problem, but again, you know, I still stand on Pitbull gonna make it a tough fight for anybody though.
I was thinking for the last one, I was thinking Boots versus Virgil Ortiz finally at 54. Mind you, it wouldn't make sense because neither one of them got a belt. So, but in my head, one of them will have a belt. Most likely Virgil, since he already at 54, and Boots would be going up to fight him for his belt.
Yeah,
But you definitely got to find a way to throw Boots up in there.
I think
I think
they got all like the Mexicans they got up there don't speak English. Virgil Ortiz, American from American Mexican.
yeah, it's cool though. He still can count though.
He's
Well,
still kind of,
Louis Neri American Mexican.
is he? Okay. Cause
Yeah,
I be seeing them post on Instagram. None of that shit be in English. I be like, what the fuck? Cause I could have swore I heard that nigga speak English before too, bro.
yeah. I'm about to say I ain't gonna lie. I could be wrong, but I could be judging him off his appearance. But even how he looked like he would look like a super Mexican from Mexico, like a Mexican American. Like yeah, how he fight. He don't fight like a straight Mexican. He a puncher. He's a boxer puncher. He a boxer puncher for real. He fight like kind of not like Canelo, but you know how Canelo Mexican without that with an American style kind of. Louis Neri in his own way, the same way kind of. So that's another reason why I assumed that he was a Mexican American. But but that could be wrong because Canelo not Canelo Mexican, and he still fight like the American. So I could be wrong.
No, yeah, I'm on this page right now.
Cause I still get up and wonder to this day how Canelo fight like that. Like he's from Mexico. Like De La Hoya fought like that, bro. Cause he's from here. Like it makes sense why he fought like that. Like, but Canelo is from Mexico. Mexico grew up over there. It's crazy how my man got an American style. Like I wonder where he get that from. I wonder what was the idea. Like we're not going to fight like them. Like when they was training him and he got in the gym, like Eddie Reynoso was like, yeah, we're not going to fight like Julio Cesar Chavez and all of them. You mean?
He kind
We
of
want
getting
more.
more like that now, as far as just putting his high guard up and just kind of.
Yeah, now he a full-fledged fucking American at this point.
Now he just kind of.
Yeah, that shit. He felt like a full-fledged, like even bad Mexican American, but you can see it in his style. That's why Canelo, he's a true like pure Mexican. I don't know how he fight like that. He more on De La Hoya side. De La Hoya fought like an American Mexican, but that's because he from here.
No, you know Bam. You know I fuck with Bam. His fight coming soon too, end of June.
Where you got that top rank card on June 8th. You got Xander Zayas coming back, Shushu coming back. What's your take on Zayas?
I like Zayas. I think I want to see him against better competition. But
like, is you sold on him like how you sold on other, like you know how you sold on Mason, like yeah, he the future at 35. Like, is you sold yet on Xander where you like he the future at 54, or you still got to see more? Like even Shushu, we sold on Shushu where we like, yeah, he the future at 26. Like, does Xander give you that vibe where you sold like he the future at 54 or not yet?
I think I personally want to see more. As far as like the caliber of his opponents, I'm sure he stepped it up in record. You know what I mean, as far as who he facing, but I think I still want to see more personally, man. I can't just say he the future of that division right now. That's a hot division with a lot of guys gonna be coming up from 40 and 47 going up there. You know what I mean? I just can't say that right now. What's your thoughts on it?
Basically feel the same way. I definitely feel I definitely feel like he gonna definitely get some title shots for sure. Definitely
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
put
sure.
himself. I definitely feel like he gonna put himself in position to fight for world titles. I don't know if he's gonna win those, depending on because, like I said, like you said, there's a lot of people up there. You got Boots, who I expect to be at 54. By the time Xander ready for that top level, I expect Boots to be at 54. Virgil Ortiz still young, so he gonna be at 54 still. Tim Zoo still young, he gonna be at 54. Fundora still young, gonna be at 54. Uh, and then like you said, you got guys that whoever at 40, they gonna be eventually time to go up, ready to go up soon. And so you got guys like Stan Jonas who might want to see what's up with 54 one day. You got a guy like now Brian Norman who might want to see what's up with 54 one day.
Mm-hmm.
So like there is a lot of tough, you mean, competition out of Jahad Tucker. Like I said, Jahad Tucker got a lot to prove, but
He on
honestly,
this
I might
card
be
too.
yeah, I honestly feel like Jahad like showed me a little bit more than Xander. You know, that might be crazy to say, but it might be just because I seen him in more difficult spots, so he had the opportunity to show me more because he been hurt early and been in tough situations real early, and Xander ain't been in no tough situation yet. But like I said, Jahad Tucker best opponent is a higher ranked opponent than Xander best opponent. So I always feel like if they sold on you already, they kind of move you easier than when they not sold on you. They move you a little tougher when they kind of think you could be good but not so sure yet. They move you tougher.
Right, because it's kind of one of them things like we ain't gonna waste this money now.
Yeah, and if they sold on you, if you're a Shushu, a Mason, a Keyshawn, they move you slower. A Xander, just because they sold already, so they're not trying to risk it. They gonna risk it when you got no choice but to risk it because they sold on you already.
How you feel like this? Feel about this and Billy guy?
He fighting a tough opponent next. He fighting Derevchenko.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
gonna be a good
I,
fight. Yeah,
like I said, I like him Billy. I would pick him to beat Edgar Berlanga right now. Uh,
I low key
like I said,
wasn't sold on the man. I wasn't sold on the man, but he actually sharp as shit. Even though he's super aggressive, he's actually really sharp with it.
where and I just it's not even like I said out of the best opponent I think he could beat right now. Like I said, is Pirate Berlanga. Uh, like I said, I'm just not sold on Berlanga. I think I would trust in Billy more than Berlanga in that fight. Honestly, the Munguia fight could get interesting too, just because Munguia so hittable and he also hittable. But I feel like his punch is a little more snappier and crisp than Munguia. Munguia pace probably a little better, but I don't feel like his punches is harder and as crisp as Billy's is.
Yeah, I feel like the
Like
power.
Munguia just be throwing. Like Munguia, like he be throwing, but it should be looking like slow and sluggish. Like he still be throwing though. It'd be a good pace, but like how he was fighting Canelo, but it don't be looking super fast and all crazy mechanically good. Like
Mm-hmm.
it just be a high output.
No, Billy actually looked pretty sharp in there. Where but he pressing you the whole time though.
You got
I like this
who
guy
the
too,
guy
man. Monster
who
Charlie Sheehy.
I see the fight a couple times. I got to see more a little bit.
Definitely need to see more. But I mean, I do like him, man, because he definitely he had 35. Obviously, we know how that's going. You know what I mean? So he in a tough spot, but I do like him though.
All right,
You know how I feel about Janibek, my
yeah, Jen,
Kazakhstan brother.
Jennebeck. Yeah, Jennebeck might be the best middleweight in the world.
No cap. Carlos Adams. He coming. I do fuck with Carlos. He about to fight on the tank card. So we're gonna see a little bit more of him defend that belt for the first time.
Word, but I'm hoping Charlo go there and spice 60 up.
Charlo, man, we don't know what them boys doing, man. He said he retiring, man.
You got who the guy Troy about to fight?
Milwaukee made his name is oh I forgot his name. What weight class they at? 60.
Yeah. He definitely had 60 for sure. Told you what Troy sent me. I said, bro, what's up with that interview? He said, I got you after I beat his ass. Just like that. Remember, I sent you the DM. I mean, yeah, the message.
Why they showing motherfucker Buda Mason? Why they ain't showing me the 60 pounder? And it's just 154 to 60.
Yeah, that should be good enough then. See what that looks like. But they got Nova and shit. He not no goddamn 60 pounds.
Yeah, bro. This nigga heavyweight, bro. Look, Brian Norman and shit. This the same list we was already looking at. I'm about to just look him up, man. God damn. I know he signed the top rank.
For sure.
Fuck this box right here. God damn. So I got a shit right here, actually. His name Javier Martinez.
Yeah, put his highlights on. Because I feel like we both got Troy because we're a little bit biased and because he's a better fighter. But
Definitely
let me see what ball.
Yeah.
Let me see what ball do.
I've seen him fight like twice, I believe.
Yeah.
He looked okay.
Yeah, I seen him fight damn near probably like 4 or 5 times. Honestly, like I said, he a good fighter. He just for one I seen him get tired already in fights, so that's a bad sign. Yeah, he put him out. That was his most impressive win right there. His last win, right there. That shit was like a 2-round knockout. He dropped boy like 3 times in the first round, all sharp shit.
So this is his most recent fight here, 3 months ago?
Yeah. And that last, they got the
fight though.
I chose St. George's.
Yeah, I was about to say that. They don't got his highlights. Well, you can put that one on. Put the one right there on.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't think he got enough fights for him to make that bit. I mean, they got highlights of everybody. Shit, I don't know.
I was hoping Tyrone at least had like 3-4 of these right here. These type of videos for him.
They probably we'll watch this one and see what they got. Shit.
Oh, he got Robert Garcia in his corner.
Oh yeah, I did see that last.
Yes. Show me something. Quick knockdown. Straight left. Puts Wise on the seat of his pants.
This is the most impressive win right here.
Back and fighting his mark.
Yeah.
What a right left combination from Martinez. Wow. This fight is over. Impressive finish from Javier Martinez. We talked about him needing to separate himself.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, and that's what you're supposed to do. Just a beautiful shot right there. But see, look at how
crazy pause moment.
He didn't smother his work right there.
He straight shot, man.
Both feet planted on the ground, just turned over that right hook right over the top.
Knees dropped.
See, Wise never saw
his legs gave out instantly. His legs gave out instantly. Oh, there go another one of him.
Right here.
Yeah.
3 years ago though. Fuck it.
I mean, shit. That's how long Troy been pro. But they both been pro about 2-3 years.
Land those skill shots, but when he does sit down, you see the effect right there.
I remember this.
Legs of Metcalf. He's done. Not even a count necessary from Robert Oil.
Shit.
Hoyle, just when we were questioning the power, boom, there it goes. Javier Martinez with a big knockout finish. The first man to stop Calvin Metcalf in his 17-fight career.
Damn. That's a fucked up way to go for your first time being stopped.
Word.
I'm sure Top Rank got the highlights though his last fight for sure. That boy Rolly.
Well, it's gonna be a good fight, prospect versus prospect.
Yeah, man, putting their O's on the line. That's top. It looks like Top Rank is on that type of time now, man. They see what Saudi doing. They're like, we gotta step it up.
Oh, there go another one right there. That's his pro debut.
Yeah. This full fight. Oh, this documentary. Well, anyway, I mean, he a good fighter. We're definitely
We're
taking
gonna
Troy.
find out. I'm about to
Yeah,
say we'll find
we'll
out.
find out how good he is. At least he looked good against who he fought.
True, y'all. That's tough. That's a tough matchup right now. Too early.
It is a little early, but like you say, man, they trying to figure out who ready right now. Like who ready to step it up and right now.
Or that's what they
160. I
on.
mean, besides the champions, who really there? I
That's why
mean,
they moved them up. They're like, man, ain't nobody here, man. Y'all about to start fighting each other. Fuck all that.
yeah, no cap. Who really there?
But,
You got Elijah Garcia. You know, what I mean, obviously you got Troy. This dude. I'm sure some other contenders at 60. You know what I'm saying? It's just
we're right now, like I said, anybody there 160. So ass, man. I'm pretty sure that Troy Icy can beat the last opponent that Johnny Beck just beat. Like if Johnny Beck last, because Johnny Beck last opponent had a belt. That was a unification fight. Troy would have beat him. He would have beat him. Like it is what it is. Like it is what it is. That division weak as shit. Like so, like
no.
I
He was.
understand why they like just doing it because like, and I know if honestly I would move these people fast. Like because like I said, if I'm Troy. Like I said, you probably don't want to ask for a title shot now, but because it's Johnny Beck and Carl, so that's probably too early. But that other guy who got the belt, like I'd have been asking to fight him. Like he not that. He's
He a dude.
undefeated too. He was undefeated too. Johnny Beck cooked up with like 3 rounds.
Vanderbeek a bad motherfucker, man.
Even to get the belt, when Johnny, I see the fight when Johnny Beck won the title, Troy would beat him too. Like he did division is weak.
You know that division weak as hell.
Like, but Bo was undefeated again. Once again, like I said, it looked nice for the eyes for the opponents, but it's like that division weak. Trey would have beat both of them people as well. It's like them people, that shit. Elijah Garcia would have beat both of them too.
Is it a belt up for grabs? Did they vacate Charlo?
It should be one belt because Jadabek got 2, Carlos got 1, so it should be one more hanging around somewhere around here.
Yeah, somewhere. Right, yeah. Because Janabek got WBA and what else? Shit.
I don't even know. I just know he unified, so he got 2 belts.
For sure that.
Yeah, Carlos Adams got elevated from WBC because Charlo got stripped, so he got elevated WBC. So it's one more belt out there, unless Carlos got 2, and I don't know about it.
No, he definitely got that 1. Niggas would be talking about that. That's an undisputed fight. These niggas got to fight next after this fight.
No, that's probably the belt that. Oh, fucking Arizona Lara.
Oh, yep. Okay.
Yeah. So him and Danny supposed to be getting busy for that belt soon. They supposed to be getting busy this summer. It's supposed to be. They was been supposed to fight, but I'm hearing the new day is August for them too.
It's actually a good.
Yeah. Honestly, I will put Elijah Garcia on that card for the winner. If he ever going to beat them two, is it going to be right now? While they both already then been in wars and you fresher and younger and got a better output. I would probably pick Elijah to beat both of them too. Like I said, that's a lot because they both.
They did want to take a fight or two, then go drink. He'd take that shit.
Where, because like I said, I just feel like both of them just not as. It's just not what they once was. They both turned pro over a decade ago. It's probably like their 13th, 14th pro year for both of them. So they both been pro for a minute. I feel like Elijah Garcia, if you ever gonna get them, you might as well get them on your resume right now. Especially Danny. Danny holds his hands a lot. He a counter puncher, so your pace get out. Lara would probably be a little more difficult because he a mover. So he probably be a little more difficult to deal with. So if you Elijah, you probably want Danny to win that fight more than Lara. Lara's still gonna move and everything. He gonna move a little bit. Like I said, he don't move like he used to because he older now. He fight more, but that's because he ain't got no choice. Because like I said, he don't got the legs he used to, but he still know how to move and get around there and shit. So he'll be a harder task, in my opinion, than Danny. Danny more flat footed. He more needs you to come to him, so he actually gonna let you kind of be at your pace, but he still gotta time you. So sometimes if he not timing you, you get caught holding his hands with fights like Errol Spence and Sean Porter and stuff like that. So, but
No,
Lara definitely gonna time you at some point because he a crispy, accurate puncher and he punching.
you know what he's gonna do.
Yeah, you know it's coming down the pipe.
Down, just straight down the middle. You better move your head.
It's coming down the pipe. You know it's coming straight down the pipe.
If you
I
do
mean,
not move your head, you
at
might.
least keep your head there for the one, because he always throw the one, then the two. So you could keep your head there for one, but if the one come, you know what's coming behind it. At least
You
move
need
your head
to move.
for the two.
You need to be aware of what's going on because he might flick that bitch out. He not even trying to hit you. The jab, he might just flick that bitch.
Yeah, that should just blind you for the left.
Yep, you
Like the
need.
last guy he knocked out. If he would have, like the last guy he knocked out, he hit him with both punches. But if he would have just got socked and then dipped, he wouldn't have got knocked out because that backhand is that left is the one that you want to make miss.
That nigga, bro. He is trying
Yeah.
to swing.
Yeah, so like
what Paulina was talking about. You watch that bitch?
No, that should be a good. I know I always watch they shit though, so I'm gonna definitely tune in. That'd be my good. That's probably my favorite one right now, honestly. You know, I was watching the boxing voice. I stopped watching that. I got a little burnt out. Right, because them shows be long and shit. But I got a little burnt out. Now, Pro Box probably my favorite zone now, and Sean Porter and shit.
No, I definitely fuck with Sean Porter now. I gotta check this out too. I caught up on all these bitches. They be pretty good. I gotta check them out.
Yeah, facts.
That Saudi shit probably crazy though. I just wonder how it is over there. I don't want to go, but I wonder how it is though.
No, I already know it's amazing out there, but I only don't want to go because I can't roll up. But
yeah, I ain't trying to go out there. I don't know what I can and can't do out there. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not that mature yet, man. I got to smoke everywhere I go.
Man,
maybe once once I'm a little older, maybe I won't mind going places without having to roll up. But right now, I gotta roll up.
I ain't fucking with the Saudis.
But like I said, that should be looking crazy.
No, I know.
One thing about the Saudis, Paulie had a good point. He was saying, he just hoped that Turkey Al-Sheikh just start bringing all that shit to the USA. Just because the crowd is not the same. It is not over here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks like he's getting a start though with this good card, and it's a great card to get a start with.
Where I ain't gonna lie.
We're talking. That's the best card of the year, obviously.
No, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I started looking at that card, and I gotta low-key stop looking at that card because the more I look at it, the more I realize it's really not that good. Like I ain't even gonna cap to you.
Why you say? I mean, obviously the Bud fight, the main event. We obviously think that's a
Bud is a crazy favorite. Andy Cruz, crazy favorite. David Morrell, crazy favorite. Pitbull, crazy favorite. On paper, that's all one-sided fight. So in real life, that's not really a good card.
I mean,
name-wise, the
like
names.
Fight, man.
Now Pitbull and Ryder, like I said, I probably draw Adam Pitbull. They probably don't. That's probably not as separated as them other three I just said. But he's still a heavy. If you gotta put a lot of money still to win some money on him, even on that fight.
Yeah.
So it's like that's like I said, that's a little closer than like I said, the Andy Cruz, David Morrell, and Bud. That's way closer than them three. But even in that fight, I ain't seen a motherfucker pick Ryo yet, honestly. So I might pick Ryo. That's the crazy part. I really think Ryo got a real shot because I think his power is real. I ain't gonna lie. I low key might pick him, but even with that, who else on that card? Did I miss anybody?
Virgil and Tim.
Boom. 50 fight for real. It's only one fight on that card where you like, yo, who gonna win that? Like, who really gonna win that, John? The rest, bro, you're not really thinking about.
It's more who you get to see that night type shit.
Yeah, that's what I realized. It's really a name thing more so than the actual competitive, like, oh my God, it's 5 fights, we don't know who gonna win type shit.
Right. No, it's more definitely
like that 5 that we said, that's a card where you really don't know who gonna win out of Mugen Plant. You don't know who gonna win out of Kubo and Neri. You don't know who gonna win out of who the fuck else we said? Bud and Canelo. That's a great card. You don't know. That's 3 fights where you honestly don't know who will win those fights.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like,
No,
yeah,
yeah,
I was like,
it's definitely based off the name. That's what it is. You just get to see all these good guys that same night.
yeah, and that's when I realized, like, oh, all right, this is not really like a name thing. It's not really a good card just because they're competitive and who about to fight that night. It's really about who you about to
Yeah.
see all in one night. All in that's what make the card crazy. The fact that you're gonna be able to say, yo, I seen Bud, Pitbull, Andy Cruz. Like I said, if Andy go on to become this great world champion, that card becomes even crazier in the future because then you get to be like, I went to see Andy, Bud. They can be like, damn, Andy and Bud, because Andy, like I said, if he go and become this 2, 3, 4 time world champion, it's like they gonna be like, damn, you see Andy and Bud and David Morrell.
Mm-hmm. David Morrell opponent pretty good though, and then we look him up.
Yeah, you're right. I ain't gonna disrespect his opponent. He nice on paper. He definitely.
I see, but obviously we know who the favorite is. I know what you're saying though. Yeah.
Yeah. Like none of those cards is 2-1 in favor. Those are all 3, 4, 5-1 cards right there. Like those all like for Bud, you probably got to put 300, 400, maybe 5 to win $100. Same for Andy Cruz. You probably got to put like 800 to win $100 because he's still a prospect. So he really fights somebody who really not a threat for real. And then, like I said, the only type money that you could put $1 on and still get some money is Virgil and Tim. You can put any amount of money, you're gonna make some money because that's 50-50 fight right there on the betting lines. I actually want to check the betting lines. I actually want to see who they think the favorite. Because this actually, sometimes I go to the betting lines when fights so 50-50, bro, and I'll let them sway my Yamin because sometimes they be right. Like Bud was the favorite the whole time by a little bit, but he was the favorite. So like certain fights,
I get that too though, because he did the undisputed shit at 40 and all this shit. So maybe
that shit was weak though.
It was, but it's accolades.
That shit was
man. You know how they play it, man.
That's why I don't really like when people try to go at Cambosos because I'm like, in all honesty, beating Teofimo one time is more impressive than beating fucking Ndango for 2 belts and then whoever else he beat. He beat Victor Postal. That's a pretty impressive one. Victor Postal was the shit at one point. I give him that one at 140. And that's really it. And Teo better than all them guys at one. That anybody but ever fight at 140, Teo beat all of them the fuck up. So that one win that you gave, that like I say, he got low key more impressive to me at least, because Teo would be the favorite against anybody but ever fought at 140.
Yeah, I don't even know all of his opponents at 40.
Like, and Dango had 2 belts. How the fuck he even have 2? But he is ass. How he even become a 2-time world champion in the first fucking place? Reed just stopped him in 2 rounds. Bud stopped him in 2 rounds. Like, how he even became a 2-time world champion? Like, in the first place, that division was weak as shit for real. It's kind of like Johnny Beck, to be honest with you, like, outside of Carlos Adames, like, thank God they both got each other there, because if they wasn't there, if Johnny Beck wasn't there or Adames was there, like, that'd have been a weak-ass undisputed run. Because, like I said, the 2 people that Johnny Beck just beat for the world titles, I didn't know them at all. Never seen neither one of them fight. And he stopped both of them in like 5 rounds. I'm like, I don't even know how y'all became world champion. Like I said, Troy and Elijah cooked both of them. They both would also be a unified world champion if they got to fight them two to become world champion.
I mean, and granted, shit. I mean, and we already know how Janibek amateur pedigree is, but he fought them at like 10 fights.
Word. That's what makes it impressive.
Amateur shit, we know how he was a dog in the amateurs and shit like that.
But sometimes, no, that's a fact. Like his, like even anyway, because Teddy was talking about like, yeah, he fought a world champion in like his 5th, 6th fight. I'm like, bro, who the fuck at 105 pounds? What, you gonna fight 30 times before you fight a world champion who's 30 people at that weight class? Like it's impressive. I get it because it looked good on paper. Damn, he became world champion in 6 fights. But it's like he started at 105. Like, you're not gonna have 20 fights. There's not 20 niggas there. So it's like, what you mean? You're not gonna have, you feel me? So it's like you kind of ain't got no world. Ain't nobody gonna be no world champion in 5 fights at 26, 30, and 35. That's what make Lomachenko John. His is the most impressive because he fought a real somebody in a deep stack division. 126 fight for your world title in your second or third fight. Now that's wild because Gary Russell and Orlando Salido. Those is 2 legitimate people to fight. So it's like we know them 2. Like we don't, like I said, we don't know who Johnny Beck fought. Even David Morrell, he got a regular world champion. I don't know who he fought for it. I don't know who Johnny Beck fought for his 2 belts, and I don't know who the fuck else are you talking about? I don't know who these niggas fought for the belts except for Loma. Anyway,
how you feel about you mentioned Gary Russell, his brother coming back on the tank card, 140, 17-0, 17 KOs. You think he underrated?
not underrated. I think not underrated, but definitely fell out the loop just because he been inactive. But at one point, Showtime was pushing him and what's the name the most for the future at 140. Him and Brandon Lee.
Yeah.
I remember at one time those was the guys that the boxing world was really pushing at 140, but both of them kind of got overlapped and took a step back. So, like I said, I think he's gonna be a tough style to beat, kind of like Sean Porter.
Yeah, he a tough dude, man. He applying pressure all day, and he kind of just beating guys up in there. He making the ref stop the fight, or guys just quitting.
Where, like I say, he kind of he like Virgil. They both got all stoppages just because they just aggressive. They do everything with bad intentions. They real aggressive. They always got a high pace. It's a lot to deal with. They could beat guys who might even be talented than them just because of that type of pace that they bring and that style they bring. Like Sean Porter did.
That's another little fight. No, yeah, but yeah, if he can get back, this is a good card to get back in the loop on. Like, this is a great card to get back seen, and you know what I mean? And with the type of style you got, people going to be attracted to that. So this is a great card to get back in the mix for sure. Because I like to see him against some top guys at 140. He's 17-0, all knockouts. Who don't want to see him fight? You know what I mean?
Or, like I said, he's supposed to be the guy anyway. At one point, 2-3 years ago, they thought he was going to be the guy. They thought he would have been world champion about 2-3 years ago. You'd have asked people. Him and Brandon Lee was the guys for real. But like I say, he ain't been fighting. Now, him and Pitbull, that'd be a crazy, crazy fight.
That'd be a crazy, crazy fight, bro.
I honestly would favor Gary Russell against Pitbull, if I'm being honest, too.
Why you say that?
Just off what I've seen, I think, for one, he got a good chin. People who fight like that, they got a good chin because, you know, if you're going to fight like that, you got to be able to take some heat because you always put yourself in the heat.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think the Pitbull pressure would bother him as much. And I think the better work will be done. I think he's faster than Pitbull. He might hit as hard as Pitbull. His jab, he got a consistent jab, just like how Sean Porter, he ain't just run at you. He jabbed his way in. He jabbed his way in. Just and he got a high output. This ain't nobody that Pitbull just gonna bully because he a bully. He a bully himself. That's the type game, and he bigger than Pitbull, so he might could push Pitbull back. Like that's a guy who he gonna be at 47 in probably the next 24 months. I wouldn't be surprised if he had 47 one day. So he bigger than Pitbull, so I would expect Pitbull to be pushing back with that type of shit. Like, honestly, I might pick him. Like I said, I ain't see him in a minute. This is going by when he was streaking and looking real good, but I might pick him, honestly, if I'm being completely honest.
Yeah, man, he
definitely hard style to beat.
All the guys named Gary Russell, man. That shit funny.
Where they all got different middle names. That's the bit.
I told you that lie.
And Showtime just used their middle name as their first name, so they all get mixed up.
Man,
this is your assignment.
Like, the only person who get Gary Russell is the first Gary Russell. Everybody, like, when he fight, they say Antoine Russell.
Right, you gotta say Gary Russell Jr. That's how you know you're talking about the first one.
Or yeah, he's sharp, bro. Like I said, bro, I might like him, and he got a crazy output. Like I said, look at his back. Like he physically built. He's gonna be hard to bully. He's gonna be hard for Pitbull to just push him back and rush at him because that's what he do already. He bullies the bullies.
He definitely applying.
He faster. He mechanically better. Like this how he fight. This is what he do.
Good chopping left to his matchup thus far. Ismail Salas, but the key is he's got to get into it.
He is in the heat though, so he will. And again, like you said, you got to be able to take that point.
Yeah, that's how he mean.
Straight left hand.
And he a better back foot fighter because they both gonna have moments where they both aggressive, so neither one of them gonna be getting pushed back the whole time. So whenever they is getting pushed back, it's gonna also help on who's gonna be looking better when somebody getting pushed back. Antoine probably fight a little better off the back foot than Pitbull. I know for sure he will.
Colors of his native Ukraine. Postal pops the jab, then wanted
This is the boy Victor Postal right here, who I gave Bud. This was his best opponent at 140. This nigga right here. He was already at 1 point. This guy right here. That's why they gave him because he was burnt out by this point.
There's a double jab there, corner of the ring. But Russell looking to cut off the ring, especially in these turbulent times. Nice right. Took him about 30 seconds to get back into his. There's a left that got to pull. From the outside, pick apart Gary Antoine Russell. There's a for Postal. He's gone the distance. There's a straight left. Russell feels like he straight left there. Russell has a little bit of swelling underneath that right eye, but a beautiful combination. Back on the ropes.
Only thing that be worrying me about Pitbull though, that like when I be picking people like that have good inside offense on him, the Pitbull actually get a little hard to hit. So like even though Antoine, that's one of the things I be worried about. Like will Pitbull be harder to hit than expected when he do got him on the ropes just because he be so tight.
His defense, like that style, he do that style perfect.
Or like.
Straight left backing up Santiago. Look at Russell. He's demonstrating his power, and he's starting to drop. It's neither here nor there. Oh, there's a big straight left that's blasted on Santiago. And the fans love action.
How good do Pitbull go to the body? I gotta pay attention to that.
To the body,
like when he be fighting, I gotta pay attention. See, like I wonder when he be on the attack, do he only be head hunting, or do he be dropping down low sometimes?
I definitely feel like he goes to the body. I feel like there's some highlights at him close to him. I can see him chop to the body a little bit.
Because in a fight like this, that's definitely gonna matter too, since they both all aggressive, breaking each other down, gonna help whoever going to the body.
There's another straight left, snapping back the head, another one. Sharon Sands watching the action, and that ends the round. And this one is over. Yes,
they about to get him up out of here.
Santiago has waved it off. The way Gary Antoine Russell fights, it's almost like in machine gun bursts.
So you guys good sparring.
Well, there's a straight left right to the body that hurt Huertas. Huertas might be in some deep trouble.
Huertas better fire back.
Good body work by Gary Antoine Russell. He is unloading upon Huertas.
And that's what I'm talking about when you got on ropes. Keep him on ropes, use your shoulders. And keep
that's another thing I like about him. He be dipping kind of low, and that's what you're going to need when Pitbull firing them hooks.
He's on overhand.
On space and
I think Jerry Russell stops in this round.
Yeah, his eyes starting to close now. You know, it's going to be hard for him to see the.
I don't know. Pitbull will probably stop him though, because he's not as tight as Pitbull. He a little flashier than Pitbull. He mechanically better though, so that's why he probably a little more flashier.
I'm not big on people should stop. Just they got to stop.
And this one is over.
Opera GX is by far the best browser available right now. I know you've heard me talk about them a lot over the last year or so.
I'm excited to see him back on that thing card, man. What are you talking about, man?
So Brandon Lee, that nigga, I forgot what happened to him too. Like he was looking like he was punching on everything. He kind of just left the boxing world too. I forgot like what happened to him. It be
I
a
don't.
couple people, man. I don't know what the fuck be going on in the boxing world and the business, man.
Yeah, no,
It's
no
like
cap. Especially
I
for
don't
guys like
know.
that, where I don't feel like it'd be that difficult for y'all to get a fight. You know, with y'all type of, you know what I mean?
Like, word, like, so it's like I don't know what be going on. Like even Andre Ward had a time where he didn't fight for a minute. So it's like I don't even know what the fuck be happening.
Especially because they be on a run too. Like Brandon Lee was on a good little run. He did have his last couple fights was a little tough though. I feel like, if I can remember right.
No, yeah, he got hurt. He got hurt, but he finished that fight strong.
Yeah,
He might have had more one punch knockout power than even Anton Russell. Anton Russell really had to break you down. Brandon Lee stopped you on the first round if he hit you right. He might have had more one punch knockout power than even he did. Cause Antoine, he aggressive. He got to break you down a little bit. Brandon Lee will punch you in the second round while you fresh and warm and stop you. So like he was on a run. I don't know what happened. Remember he was getting promoted with Boots.
yeah.
They literally had an episode where they was cool. They literally had an episode together. They was cool and so they was being promoted together as the future damn near. It was something like
I'm looking Brandon Lee up right now on Instagram.